Well, it's September 5th and I'm very excited. We're heading to elk country. We came down on a scouting mission and we kind of figured out what the elk were doing. So we set up a reveal cell cam. We've been getting pretty consistent action on it. Well, it's morning number 1 in elk country. That was exciting. Well, here's the main trail. Holy smokes, it's an absolute elk highway. Did you see that? We were just covered up in one of the wildest animals. Yes! As an elk hunter, that is what you dream about right there. Growing up, living the outdoor lifestyle ever since I could walk, it has instilled a passion within that is greater than any other.
Got a date with a big buck tonight.
Hunting has taught me an appreciation and love for the animals we pursue and the wild places they call home. But above all, when your hard work meets opportunity and the moment of truth presents itself, the period of time when the whole world stops and you're completely engulfed in the moment, there is truly nothing like it. I just killed the bull of my dreams. Smoked him. This buck is what dreams are made of. Oh my god. He's down. Yes! Dropped him in his tracks. After all these years and the amazing experiences with loved ones, I've never been more thankful to be a hunter. Enjoy the show. Well, we're 1 week out to hunting season. I am so excited. Feels great to be back in elk country. Last year was an absolute dream come true. It was a surreal hunt. To have all those elk come through and those encounters, oh, it was the highlight of our season. So I don't know what this year has in store, but we're on our annual scouting trip. We're going to talk to some farmers, renew some permission hopefully, and see what the trails are all about. So we're just getting here now. Let's get after it. Well, we just arrived to one of our main spots. We were fortunate enough to get permission again this year, and we're going to go for a walk now and see what it's all about. Whittled down to a toothpick. That's awesome to see. We just got to where I got my bull last year and had those amazing encounters. Already great sign, a trail right off the hop going to the water just like we suspected. Can't wait to see what's down the rest of this bush line. Well, we're back into action here. Right down from our blind, a bed, wicked trail. This is where the elk are, and we're gonna figure out where to put this reveal, get some pictures of them. But this is exciting. I can't wait till season. It's looking like hopefully we get some deja vu last year of the elk coming through here, and we could put a nice bull down on the ground. But unbelievable, awesome. With season fast approaching and the sign looking great, we set up a reveal cell cam and couldn't wait to see what pictures rolled in leading into September. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Conlin Motorsports. Find your adventure. iHunter app. Know your regs inside and out. Black Widow Deer Lures. #1 whitetail estrus and deer scents. Tacticam. Share your hunt. Sights and Arms. Your firearm specialists. Prime Archery. The most accurate bows on the planet. Dry Shod. Canada's most wearable rubber boot. Huntworth Gear. When concealment matters the most. And by Ramrod's Archery. Premium hunting stabilizers. Well, It's September 5th and I'm very excited. We're heading to elk country. We came down on a scouting mission this summer and we kind of figured out what the elk were doing. So we set up a reveal cell cam. We've been getting pretty consistent action on it. And there's been some daylight pictures, which gives us a bit of confidence. I don't know, I'd just be happy to see some, and they're such an amazing creature. So we're on our way. We're gonna stop in at camp and then do an evening hunt and be ready for the morning. So very excited. Mark, how's it going?
Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Oh,
Roger, how's it going?
really good, thanks, Mark.
Wicked, nice to have you down.
Mark's been in some nice bulls so far, and it's just the beginning of the season. They're just getting going, eh?
Yeah, just starting, doing a little talking, nothing chasing, and that's normal.
Yeah, Mark knows best. His trophy room, this is about as good a motivation as you can get. He's got multiple 350 plus bulls, and it's just incredible. So I'm excited to get out there, and we'll see. Maybe we'll be fortunate enough to see a giant. If not, any bull would do. So very excited.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
231 inches.
Biggest mule deer I've ever had my hands on, for sure.
Well, here we go. We're going in for night number 1 for elk, and I am so excited. So we're heading into the spot where I killed my first ever elk, and we've had cows come out here in the past, and normally it's smaller bulls, but you always got the chance. But one thing that's also happened in the past year is big whitetail bucks stepping out, and this year I got a tag in my pocket. So it's kind of a combo hunt, so if one or the other come out, I'm gonna be sending a victory arrow their way. So we're gonna slip in onto the edge of this alfalfa, tucked in the bush where we always do, and hopefully something steps out. As the night went on and we enjoyed a beautiful sunset, the field stayed motionless until a doe stepped out and capped off our night. Well, that's a wrap on night number 1 in elk country. You know, it's tough hunting these elk in the evening, but I'm super excited for tomorrow morning. It's going to be a cool night, and hopefully that has the elk out late and maybe fired up a little bit. So we're going to head back, get some rest, and be ready for the morning. Well, it's morning number 1 in elk country. Feels good. You can see our breath, so it's nice and cool. We just arrived at location, got our gear ready. We're getting ready to head in. Already heard a few bugles, and I heard 2 kind of right where we want them. So they're feeding in a field there, and it's really good feed. Hopefully we can intercept them going back to the bedding, and maybe we'll see a show. But we're gonna head in now, slip in real nice and early, probably an hour before light, and see what works their way by us. So let's go in and see what happens. Cows are walking by over the hill. We just had a ripper bugle in the field out front. There's quite a few men still shooting light left, but hopefully they stall enough and we can bring them through here. Just had a spike come through perfect. That was exciting. First elk of 2022. Maybe there's more coming. We're gonna stay put. Well, that's a wrap on morning number 1, and man, was it exciting. We slipped into our lucky blind from last year. The elk were skirting us. They were just over the hill. We couldn't video them, but we just heard mewing. There must have been a ton of cows going by. And when things were winding down, sure enough, we heard something coming through the barley. It was a spiker. He read the script. He came right through on the main trail. We're looking for something a little better than a spike this early on in the hunt. So one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build a new blind down further where majority of those cows crossed. And I mean, we're in the elk here. It's just a matter of time. We're gonna have to be persistent, and maybe it'll pay off and we'll have a nice bull walk by. That That evening, we had the same game plan as the first. We settled into our lucky buckbrush, hoping for an opportunity. Unfortunately, as the night went on, nothing came out for us, but rather a bunch of deer on the other side of the field. But boy, were we excited for the following morning. Well, it's morning number 2. We're getting ready to head in, and we got a blanket of stars overhead and some beautiful northern lights. The only thing that I'm not super pumped about is this wind direction. It's coming out of the east, and it makes it really tough to hunt this spot. But we're gonna try to make the most of it and just hope they come out in front of us and don't smell us. So we're gonna do a big loop around, get in there, and hopefully it's a good morning and we can have some elk come through, but you never know. This could be ugly or it could be really good. We'll see. With the lead cow jumping the fence at 4 yards, things were about to get crazy. You see that? We were just covered up in one of the wildest animals. And they're at 5 yards. I could just tell something wasn't right. They're in east, but there's a bull bugling there right now. Unbelievable. We just had a spike come right into like 3 yards. He has a broken pedicle and his antler is in front of his face. I would have shot him, but I think he's okay. Bulls with broken pedicles happen all the time when they're young. I hope he pulls through. Well, that's a wrap on just an incredible morning in the elk woods. I can't believe it. Every time we come elk hunting, I'm like, how can our last experience be topped? And I think that surpasses anything we've experienced. Even though I didn't release an arrow, it was just incredible to have all that action, that up close and personal. I bet you we had over a dozen cows within 3 yards, and then a bull come and sniff me at 1 or 2. And unfortunately, a few cows went straight. Majority of them came here. And once you know it, the nice bull followed them that way. We weren't able to get footage, but he was just on the edge of this hill, and he was letting out some ripper bugles. So we're gonna keep at it. That's just another chapter in the elk hunt, and I can't wait for another morning hunt and see what else we can experience. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Revolution Armory, Canada's best custom shotguns. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. Burris Optics, find what matters. Reveal Cellular Cameras, always on the hunt. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Kent Cartridge, quality matters and performance counts. RV City, generations of family fun. And by Tween Lake Feed Solutions, quality wildlife feed. Well, we just arrived at location for morning number 3. And it's cool, crisp, and we've got a decent wind, better than yesterday, I think. It's out of the west, so we're gonna make our 2-mile trek in there. And I think we're just gonna slip in the same blind. We're gonna stay consistent and just hope eventually one comes by. Because it wasn't from a lack of elk yesterday, it was just the wrong elk. The bull went straight through. So we're gonna walk in with a blanket of stars and some beautiful northern lights and hopefully have another great morning. We've been fortunate so far, and I'm just hoping that we can keep this streak going. So there's bugles all in the field in front. Some are going wide, but I just heard one, I think. He's coming our way. There was just one right there. I heard cow chirps and a bugle. I'm praying they come down our trail. Massive bull. Monster. Please come this way, big guy. Here he comes. Dropped it. Yes! Oh. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? I'm speechless. Yes! Oh, what a morning. I can't believe that just happened. We were sitting here and there was bulls bugling everywhere and not a lot of cows this morning. And we're like, where are they going? They're bugling behind this hill and they're not coming. And sure enough, we heard some cows trotting behind us. He had about 6 of them. He got nervous away from the cows, came this way right down the trail. I'm not even sure how far he was. I ranged him a little early, Drew, and he walked to me a bit, so I hit him a little high, but it was double lung. He didn't go 80 yards, and that's the biggest bull of my life. Oh, Dad, you know what? As an elk hunter, that is what you dream about right there. I'm not sure if letting out a few cow chirps brought him this way, but he is an absolute gorgeous bull. Quick, clean, ethical kill. That victory zipped right through him. That G5 Montec M3, wow. Did a number on him. I love this boat. Just absolutely incredible, eh, Dad? First the cows, the spikers, and then a giant 6. He's beautiful. I love this country, and I just love bow hunting. 2-mile walks in the morning, just paid off right there. What an experience.
What an experience. That was
unbelievable.
Amazing. I was shaking.
Well, we're gonna give him a few minutes just to lay to rest there, and we're gonna go put our hands on this absolute magnificent bull. Unbelievable.
Well, this was the trail he was on. It was about a 35-yard shot. I can smell him. I see a giant rock sticking up out of the barley. Let's go check him out. I can't wait to put my hands on my biggest bull to date. Oh, Dad, what did we do? Look at the body on this thing. He is massive. Oh, look at that, top the lungs. And look at that bull. Oh my gosh. Look at this bull. Dad, it is a massive mega giant. Can you believe that? Look at his thirds. Oh my God. Oh, this is surreal to put my hands on a bull of this magnitude. Never in my wildest dreams did I figure I'd get a bull like this. Big curling points, white ivory tips coming up through the barley, baby. Oh, I'm so thankful for this moment right now. Unbelievable. We're gonna get him propped up for a better interview and just admire this absolute beautiful animal. Thanks, big guy. Well, everyone, here he is. Absolutely speechless. This is a surreal moment for me. This is a dream come true. I've always wanted a giant bull elk. Last year. That bull exceeded my expectations, and to follow it up with a big 6x7 like this. And I think we had a close encounter with this bull last year. We encountered a beautiful 6x7, but I think he just blew up into something absolutely magnificent. They're so majestic. Just to be in here and experience, be amongst them, it doesn't get anything better. I know why people love elk hunting so much, because there's truly nothing like it. Unbelievable. Thanks, Dad, for sticking with me, making the 2-mile walk in every morning to kick off the 2022 season like this. I couldn't ask for a much better wait. Gotta thank my girlfriend for letting me come out and pursue my passion, my mom for putting up with us being gone all the time, and I want to thank special thanks to Mark Antler Impact for teaching us these elk. He knows them through and through, and he gives us tips and tricks on how to get on these bulls, and I'm so appreciative of that. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we did making it. I say it every time, but this is the best experience I've ever experienced in the woods, and it seems to be happening in elk country an awful lot. I don't even know what next year has in store, but for now we're just gonna, admire this amazing bull. Wow.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Burris Optics. Find what matters.